Hello, everyone, and welcome to Coffee or Tea,
the podcast where two friends argue about everything and somehow stay friends.
I'm Jamie, your sensible voice of reason.
And I'm Alex, the one who makes things interesting.
Today's big question is, physical books or ebooks?
Oh, this one is personal for me. I have very strong feelings.
Alex, you have strong feelings about everything.
That is completely true, and I'm proud of it.
Okay, so our listener today, that's you. We want you to think about this too.
Do you love the smell of a real book? Or do you prefer one device with 1,000 books inside?
That's actually a great way to put it.
Thank you. I have my moments.
Very rare moments.
Hey! Okay, that was mean. I expected better from you, Jamie.
Oh, stop it. You know I'm joking.
If I don't have a real book to read, I'm basically a lost puppy.
And if I don't have my e-reader, I'm fine because I have a backup on my phone too.
Of course you do.
So practical, always. Okay, I think I should go first today.
Why you first?
Because I have more logical points, and logic should come first.
Fine. Go ahead, Jamie. Convince me.
Challenge accepted. Okay, in my opinion, ebooks are simply better for modern life. My first reason is convenience. An e-reader is light and small.
Okay.
I can carry 500 books in my bag and not feel a thing.
500? Really?
Really? And a physical book collection, that needs a whole room.
I mean, yes, but it's a beautiful room.
It's a heavy room. Think about moving apartments.
Okay, fair point.
Last time I moved, my friend carried one box of books and never spoke to me again.
That's a real friendship test.
Exactly. So convenience is my first reason.
I hear you.
My second reason is eye health. Most e-readers have a soft, warm screen.
Tell me more.
You can adjust the brightness, you can read in the dark without a lamp.
That is actually useful.
And the font size. I can make the text bigger if my eyes are tired.
Okay, that's a good point.
With a physical book, the font is fixed. You can't change it.
True.
From my point of view, that flexibility is very important for comfort.
I see what you mean.
And my third reason is cost. Ebooks are usually cheaper than physical books.
Really?
Yes. Many classic books are even free online. Free.
Okay, free is good.
Jane Austen, Shakespeare, Jules Verne, all free on your e-reader.
I didn't know that.
And there are library apps too. You borrow ebooks for free from your local library.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. No late fees, no walking in the rain to return a book.
Okay, the rain part is a good argument.
The reason is simple. Ebooks save you money and save you effort.
You make it sound very efficient.
It is efficient. That's the whole point.
And one more thing?
Actually, yes. Ebooks are also better for the environment.
Oh, interesting.
Fewer trees are cut down, less paper is used, less ink waste.
That's a strong point, Jamie.
I believe that if we can read just as well digitally, we should choose the greener option.
Okay, I respect that.
So convenience, eye comfort, low cost, and the environment. That's my case.
Very organized, as always.
Thank you. Now, go ahead, Alex. Try to change my mind.
Okay, I have to disagree with almost everything you said. I mean, not the facts. The facts are fine, but the feeling is completely wrong.
The feeling?
Yes, in my opinion, reading a physical book is an experience, not just information. First reason, the sensory experience. You can touch a real book.
Okay.
You feel the pages turn. You hear that small sound. Yes, that page-turning sound. It's satisfying.
I mean, I suppose.
And the smell. A new book smells amazing. An old book smells even better.
That's true, actually.
You can't smell a screen, Jamie. You just can't.
Please don't smell your screen.
Exactly. A physical book engages all your senses. An e-reader only engages your eyes.
That's interesting.
For me, that full sensory experience makes reading more enjoyable and more memorable.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Thank you. My second reason is focus and memory.
Tell me more.
When I read a physical book, I don't get notifications. No messages, no emails, no social media pop-ups.
That's a fair point.
An e-reader or phone or tablet, distractions are always one tap away.
You can turn off notifications, though.
Can you? Do you? Really?
Yes, sometimes.
Exactly. With a book, you're just in the story. Nothing else.
I see what you mean.
Studies also show that people remember more from physical books.
Really?
Yes, because you remember where on the page something happened. Top left, bottom right.
Huh, that's interesting.
That physical memory helps your brain. An e-reader has no pages. Every screen looks the same.
I hadn't thought about that.
And one more thing. Personal connection. A book can be a gift.
Okay.
You can write a message inside. To Alex, happy birthday, with love.
Oh, that is sweet.
You can't do that with an ebook. You can't lend a real copy to a friend either.
Well, some apps let you share.
It's not the same. Handing someone a book is a personal act.
That's a good point, actually.
And imagine finding an old book in a secondhand shop. Someone's notes are inside.
Oh, I do love that.
See? A book has a history. An ebook is just a file.
A very convenient file.
Fine. But personally, I'd say the experience of a real book beats convenience every single time.
Every single time? That's bold.
That's me. Bold and bookish.
Okay, I think it's time to argue properly now. All right, Alex. I see your point about the sensory experience.
Good.
But that's a want, not a need. Feeling and smelling a book is nice. It's not essential.
I'm not sure I agree. Reading is about more than just the words.
Really? I think reading is exactly about the words.
Then why do people love beautiful bookshops? Why do they take photos there?
That's a good point. But photos don't help you read faster or learn more.
On the other hand, enjoying the process makes you read more.
Say more.
If I love the experience of reading a physical book, I read every day. But if reading feels like using a gadget, I might just scroll social media instead.
That's true. However, many people read more because of e-readers.
How?
Because the book is always in their pocket. It's always ready.
Okay, I'll admit that's convenient.
You're waiting for a bus. You open your e-reader. Boom. You read 10 pages.
I do carry a book in my bag for exactly that reason.
And how heavy is your bag, Alex?
Very heavy, but I have strong shoulders.
Strong and suffering.
Okay, what about my memory point? You didn't argue with that.
I see your point, but most people read for pleasure, not to memorize.
Students read to memorize. They read textbooks.
That's true. For studying, physical books might be better.
Thank you.
But for casual reading and travel and daily life, ebooks win.
I have to disagree. What about battery life?
What about it?
E-readers need charging. A book never dies.
Most e-readers last weeks on one charge. Weeks.
But still, a book on a beach? No charging, no worries.
I see what you mean. But I also don't worry about spilling water on a screen.
Wait, you'd be more worried about water on a screen than on a book?
Yes. Water ruins a book too. The pages stick together.
Okay, that's a fair point.
And compared to a 500-book physical library, one e-reader is much safer to travel with.
True. I won't pretend my book collection travels well.
The best thing about ebooks is that they remove every barrier between you and reading.
And the best thing about physical books is that they add richness to the experience.
I see what you mean, but richness is subjective.
So is convenience. You love convenience. I love atmosphere.
On the other hand, what if we don't have to choose?
What do you mean?
Maybe ebooks for travel and daily reading, physical books for special stories.
I actually like that idea.
You buy a book that means a lot to you. You keep it, you gift it, you treasure it.
Yes, that's exactly it.
But for the commute and the beach and the late night reading, e-reader.
I still think physical books are better overall.
But, okay, I see your logic.
And I still think ebooks are smarter, but I respect the love for real books.
So we can agree to disagree?
We can agree to disagree. Or maybe we both win a little.
I'll take that.
Okay, That was a really fun debate today.
I loved it. Books are such a great topic.
Now, let's help our listeners with the language from today.
Yes, we used a lot of great phrases. Let's go through them.
First one, in my opinion. I said, in my opinion, ebooks are better for modern life.
Use this when you want to share your personal view. It sounds polite and natural.
You can also say, from my point of view. It means the same thing.
I said, from my point of view, the experience of a real book matters.
Next phrase, I have to disagree. Alex used this a lot today.
Yes, I have to disagree with almost everything you said.
It's polite. It's clear. It doesn't sound angry. Just honest.
Try it this week when a friend says something you don't agree with.
Next, that's a good point. We both said this to each other.
When someone says something smart, you say, that's a good point.
It shows you're listening. It keeps the conversation friendly.
It's one of the most useful phrases in English conversations.
Next one. I see your point, but. This is great for polite disagreement.
You agree a little, then you push back. It's very natural.
For example, I see your point, but physical books are harder to carry.
Or, I see your point, but the smell of a book is irreplaceable.
Of course you'd say that.
Next phrase, compared to. We use this to compare books and e-readers.
I said, compared to a big library, one e-reader is much easier to travel with.
Use compared to when you're showing a difference between two things.
It's very common in everyday English.
And our last phrase today, the best thing about. Short and powerful.
I said, the best thing about ebooks is they remove every barrier to reading.
And I said, the best thing about physical books is the richness of the experience.
Use it to highlight the top advantage of something.
Okay, now here's your challenge this week, listener.
Pick one of those phrases and use it in a real conversation.
Just one. In my opinion, I have to disagree, or that's a good point.
You can even use it when you talk about today's topic.
Which brings us to our question for you in the comments.
Tell us, do you prefer physical books or ebooks, and why?
Start your comment with, in my opinion, and tell us your reason.
We read every comment. We love hearing from you.
And next week, oh, this one is good.
Next week, we're debating, is it better to live in the city or in the countryside?
I already know which side I'm on, and I'm very excited.
Let me guess. The city? Adventure, noise, people?
Obviously. Can't wait.
Subscribe so you don't miss it.
And if today's episode was helpful, give it a like. It really helps us.
Thank you so much for listening to Coffee or Tea.
Keep reading, keep learning, and keep being curious.
Bye.
Bye.